Hi, and welcome to the Choosing a Major workshop presented by the Kutztown University Career Development Center. This workshop will go over and present tips and tricks for choosing a major during your career here at Kutztown University. While you're thinking about and considering your major options, it's important to remember that educational and career decisions are among the most important decisions that you will make. Some questions you may be asking yourself. What will I major in? Should I go to grad school? In what career or industry do I want to work? And truly, it is our fears that make career decisions so difficult. While you're thinking about what to major in, maybe you're also asking yourself these questions. What if I make the wrong decision? How will this impact my life for years to come? What if I don't like what I choose in a few years? What if there are no jobs in my field? What if I can't support myself or my family? Remember, you are not choosing what you have to do for the rest of your life. The major you choose will neither predict nor guarantee your future. In fact, the average 20-something switches jobs once every 3 years, and the average person changes fields 2 or 3 times in their lifetime. Just because you majored in something does not necessarily mean you will be getting into that career, or that you will have to be in that career for the rest of your life. What's important is to choose something that you will be successful in and that you will enjoy. Also remember, there is no perfect or right major, which means that there is no wrong major. And can you change your mind? Definitely. It's also important to remember that liberal arts majors are great choices too. Liberal arts degrees provide students with critical thinking skills and writing abilities that are highly valued by employers. So before you start thinking, I can't major in English because I won't be able to get a job with an English degree, think about the skills, the transferable skills that you are gaining in that major that might make you highly valuable to an employer. Now let's go over the steps for making these career decisions, specifically choosing a major. The first is going to be to learn about yourself. The second, to gather information. The third is to evaluate your options. And then the fourth and final is to declare and commit to your major. Now let's go over each one of these steps in a little bit more detail. The first step is to learn about yourself. Now there are a few different ways that you can go about doing this. One of the first and possibly easiest ways is to take a career assessment. There's tons of career assessments available to you and for you to take, especially through the Career Development Center. These can help you assess your strengths, your weaknesses, your likes, and your dislikes, and maybe present to you career options that you may be successful in and enjoy. Other ways are really to just ask yourself, what do you enjoy? What were some courses that you took maybe in high school, or maybe you took some introductory classes that you really enjoyed and you could possibly see doing as a career in the future? So then let's consider, what are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Share them with yourself. Maybe get a pen and paper, jot them down, write them out, ask other people what their opinions are about your strengths and weaknesses, and really get a feel for who you are as a person and something that you think you would be successful in. Once we do all that, we're then going to gather information. We're going to learn about specific careers and then learn about specific majors. While you do that, consider what the similarities are between the careers and the majors that you are drawn toward. Once you do all this, you want to start gathering the information. How do you do this? One way is to go onto Kutztown's department websites. This is a really great way to get a feel for what is actually offered here at Kutztown. We offer over 100 majors and minors. You can also utilize the Major Discovery Series, which is offered by the Career Development Center. This is a great way to see what courses are going to be like, what major related clubs and organizations are on campus. even sample career titles and a sample resume. What Can I Do with a Major In is another great online resource. If maybe you have an understanding of what the major is that you want to select, but aren't really confident about what career you could get with that after graduation, this would be a really great resource to utilize. Also looking at course descriptions. See what courses are going to be like in that major. Do you think you're going to do well in them? What are some of the things and assignments that you'll have to be doing in these courses? A course description is a great way to learn these things. Informational interviewing is a really great way as well to learn about what major you should possibly declare and consider if you have more of a career in mind. Interview a professional and ask them, what did you major in? What were some courses that you enjoyed? Or even what do you wish you majored in that may have helped you be a little bit more ready in the career that you are in now? Experience through volunteer and work is another great way to evaluate your interests and your strengths and to kind of get a feel more so about what you want to do as a career going forward. And campus involvement. There are so many major related clubs and organizations at Kutztown that getting involved might make it easier to make that major related decision. Once you gather all of these options, you're going to start evaluating the options. Prioritize your options. Consider ways to combine your interests. A good example of this is, say you have two majors that you're really considering, but you don't know which one to actually declare. Could you possibly consider making one of those majors a minor or a concentration? Maybe you want a dual major if that's something that you think you would be successful in. Discuss these options then with faculty, parents, even us here at the Career Development Center. Again, you want to go to people that you know and that you trust and that you think will give you good constructive feedback. Visit the academic department and ask maybe for permission to sit in on a class. Before you make that actual decision and you actually register for a course, maybe consider if you can kind of get a sneak peek about what it's going to be like. You can also explore the possibility of taking introductory courses. I also want to pause here though. You don't want to be taking introductory courses in every single major that is offered. That's going to be just too many things on your plate. It might mess with your timeline a little bit. So if you have a top 3 majors that you're really considering, or a top 2, this is where you want to explore the possibility of just taking introductory courses, because maybe this will help you narrow down which one you want to choose. And if all else fails, you're still in doubt, you can always make an appointment with us here at the Career Development Center. Finally, the fourth and final decision is going to be committing to this decision. So you evaluated your options. Maybe you did an informational interview with a professional. Maybe you joined a career-related or a major-related club or organization on campus. You took some introductory courses, you sat in on some courses. What you want to do is you want to go to the academic department of your intended major and then actually declare your major. You're then going to be meeting with the departmental faculty advisor to review the check sheet for your new major. More likely than not, when you change your major, you're going to be getting a new advisor. It's very important to be meeting with them. You want to make sure that you are still on track. If you have a graduation deadline of when you would really like to graduate, it's very important to meet with them, again, so that you can be on track and get things done when you need to get them done. You then want to continue meeting with them, meeting with your advisor to select courses each semester. And then you also want to make sure that you're working with us here at the Career Development Center to explore opportunities for internships, volunteer work, and summer employment to really make yourself valuable and stand out to future employers. Now that we know all this, let's list one goal or action that you can complete within the next 7 days, by the end of the semester, or by the end of the calendar year to help in choosing your major. Again, get out that same piece of paper. Jot these down. Really consider them. Make an action plan for yourself. Share them with people that you trust that will, again, give you constructive feedback. Even share them here with us at the Career Development Center so that we can give you a thumbs up about your career action plan. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to the Choosing Your Major workshop presented by the Career Development Center. We're located at 113 Stratton Administration Center. If you do want to make an appointment with us or to drop on in, give us a call at 610-683-4067 or email us at careerhelp@kutztown.edu.